Our first guest tonight is a very funny person having a very busy year so far. She released a book, which is right here, called I Curse You With Joy. She's in the #1 movie, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, and has a new song called Woman Up. Please welcome Tiffany Haddish.
Good.
You look great. I'm sorry I put my freezing cold hands on your back.
It was nice, Jimmy. I'm so hot I needed to cool off.
Okay,
you look good, too.
Good. Thank you. Well, I'm,
Yeah.
dressed like I always do.
But you're slimming down.
Am I?
Yeah, you look good.
People say that to me, but I've been about this weight pretty much for a long time. Right, Guillermo?
Yeah, like 4 years.
Guillermo monitors my
You been
weight
the
every
same
morning.
weight?
Yes.
You seem like you've been doing push-ups.
Yeah, no, I did do a push-up today.
I see. I knew it. We should talk to Ruth, though. Ruth!
Ruth knows what's
Ruth,
going on,
Ruth.
yeah. Well, Ruth has a little hard time hearing us, but Ruth's 103.
She's 103. Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, I gotta ask her some questions.
Go ahead.
Ruth, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Ruth, do you still be dating at 103?
Do you date? What? Do you date? No, I had the husband.
So you just get it in and you disappear on them, right? I can't wait till that nursing home life kicks in for me.
You, Tiffany, have had an interesting year so far. I mean, I mentioned some of the things, but also you were at the White House last month.
Yes, I got invited to the White House, which I was like, what? Y'all invite me to the White House?
Was that your first time at the White House?
Very first time at the White House. I was invited a few years back, but then they said, no, that I'm too controversial.
Is that true? Who said that?
I don't know. That's the email I got back, though.
They actually wrote that down.
Somebody said I was controversial.
Oh, no.
Can you believe it?
Well, I guess you're not controversial anymore because they invited you back.
They needed some color at the White House.
I see. Maybe that's what it was.
No, it's Jewish Heritage Month last month, and so I was invited because I'm Jewish, and it was so nice. They took me on a tour because I said, I want to see this. I've been paying money for it all these years.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see what my tax dollars doing. Take me around. So they took me around, and I got to see the VPs, like War Room or whatever. It was nice, y'all. All this old furniture. She could update it, but apparently it's historical or whatever.
Yeah.
And people be writing in the desk there. They be writing all in her desk. They've been writing in her desk for years.
What do you mean writing in the desk?
People been signing their names in the drawer of her desk.
So they actually onto the wood?
Onto the wood. It's like what I used to get sent to the principal's office for. Vice presidents, which I was calling them vice principal by accident, but vice presidents, they sign their names into the desk.
Oh, only them. It's not anyone who walks in.
I did it too.
Oh, you did? Well, no. Now you have to be vice president.
Exactly.
Yeah. You did do it. Did you? No, you didn't do it. Of course
Anyways, so I was there.
So you met the president.
So I met the president. So I signed my name. Okay, I looked in the desk, and then I went through the hallways and stuff. I got to go to the First Lady's area, where the First Lady hangs out with all her friends and stuff. It's like the classic First Lady room. I was like, oh, they think I'm a lady. And I was in there, and they had all these paintings of all the former First Ladies, and some of them I didn't recognize. Like, I didn't even know Nixon had a baby mama. Did you know that? She pretty, too. I was like, she must have been like, keep me out the pictures, because he messy. Like
Pat Nixon, yeah,
yeah,
right.
Yeah, because he was messy. And Hoover's wife was on the wall. I didn't know that Hoover had a wife, and she looked like she from Hoover.
Well, they all had wives. I mean, it's,
I didn't know that they all had wives. I thought that you could do it as a single person, but apparently you got to have a partner.
But we don't go for that. We want to see some kind of stability. Well, for the most part, we want to see some stability.
Well, talking of stability, I got to meet Biden, right? And when he walked up to me, so for years I've been thinking he not a real human. I've been thinking he might be an android or something, or a robot from like that Alien movie. You know how that aliens walk around, and then when he got stabbed, he had white blood. That's what I've been thinking. But then...
Reasonable, yes.
So I thought he was a robot. So when he came up to me, I was like, oh, where the buttons? Where the buttons at? Like, where are they charging him? I was looking all over his body, looking at the age spots and everything, trying to see where do they turn them off? Where do they turn them on? I couldn't see none. I didn't see anything. And he came up to me and I was like, hi, I'm Tiffany Haddish. And he goes, I know who you are. And he started leaning in. I was like, uh-oh, he's failing, system failing. Oh, am I gonna have to hold him up? He put his forehead on my forehead. And so I'm holding him up. I'm holding him up with my forehead. I'm loud, trying to smile. I'm like, is he dying? Is he dying? And he's like, I know who you are. And he had a scent. He actually smelled good.
Oh, sure. Well,
yeah, he smelled like Johnson & Johnson's and Success.
Really?
Yes. So somebody changed him. Somebody changed him. And he was so funny because I was trying to figure out why did he put his forehead on my forehead because I had never had that happen before. No man has ever been like, hi, good to see you. I was like, and at first I was thinking, is he trying to put his unicorn horn up against my unicorn horn? And then I was like, no, wait a minute. This is the new white man's way of figuring out if you got a wig on.
What?
It's the new way to figure out if you got on a wig, because see, he came in, he put his forehead right on my hairline. He kind of went like this. And then he leaned back and he go, ah. He did that. And then I was like, yeah, this is my hard hat. You did that to figure out if I had on a wig, huh? He was like, got me. And,
well, we haven't had, you brought video here. And
yeah,
well, let's examine this as it was described. There you are, the president. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, he did. He did give a little headbutt there. Tiffany Haddish is with us. We'll be right back. Back with Tiffany Haddish, who is in the movie Bad Boys, Ride or Die. It's a #1 movie. You had been campaigning to be in that movie, right?
Yes, so I went to the premiere of Bad Boys 3, and I started saying, I want to be in Bad Boys 4. I'm going to be in it. I was telling Will, yeah, I'm going to be in Bad Boys 4. If y'all do 4, I'm going to get in there. And so I became so annoying to Mr. Brockheimer. Yeah, I started following him. Like, not following him, but like if he was at a party, I happened to be at that party too. Anybody that I knew that was working on that movie, I was like, you know, making sure I popped up at certain places. Like, hey, if you need me on set, I'm available. I can do first AD work, background work, I can act in it, I can help do punch-ups, whatever you need. I even showed up to Jerry's party. He had a party, and I crashed the party, and I was talking to some directors, and I was telling them, y'all should have me in that movie. I would be really good, and I could be a first AD, and I'm really good at it. And it was a very Hollywood party, and you can always tell when a party is Hollywood when you yell out certain things and everybody be quiet.
Like
and
what?
so I told the lady, I said to her, look, I'll be the best first AD ever. I can get everyone in this party right now to be quiet. And it was very loud. She's like, I bet you can't. I said, when you bet me, you lose. I got you. And I was like, quiet on the set, pictures up. And everybody was quiet. Mind you, we in a mansion, dancing, having a good time. I mean, the music cut off, everybody was quiet. Like, what? Everybody's like,
They have that reaction, yeah.
yeah, they all froze. And then I was like, all right, guys, just running the test. You're back to partying, back to one. And everybody was like dancing and partying. It was good.
You recorded a single as well called Woman Up. Are you going to do a whole album?
Yes.
You are.
But not together.
This is not a comedy song.
No, this is not a comedy.
That is a problem that comedians have when they want to do a song. Everybody assumes they're going to do like a joke song, but you did not do a joke song.
No, I did a real song, a song about like what's really going on in my world. So I met Diane Warren.
The songwriter Diane Warren.
Yes, I met the songwriter, 14-time nominated for an Oscar, songwriter.
She gets nominated for an Oscar every year. Will this be in a movie? Because you'll definitely get nominated for an Oscar.
Well, if I have anything to say about it, it'll be in a movie. Who do I gotta harass next? All right,
Get
music
Bruckheimer.
supervisors, here I come. But the song is, so I sat down with Diane for went into a studio session for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and we just talked. And I told her the type of music I want to make is I want it to bring joy to people. I want people to, when they hear it, they can go, yo, I can relate to that. And even if it's about a woman or a man, whatever it's about, like people can relate to it and it inspires them to be happy, to have some joy, to move forward. Because like, I don't know, the last 2 years for me, it's been really difficult, dealing with grief, dealing with, you know, the police, whatever. And
What happened? You got arrested. You were sleeping in your car, right?
Well, see what I had got, okay. I I'll be tired, Jimmy, because I do a lot, okay? I serve the homeless all day.
You do
that
a
day.
lot for charity.
Yes.
Oh, that day you were...
that Thanksgiving Day. Okay, let me tell you what my day was, okay?
Okay,
Thanksgiving Day, I woke up at 5 a.m. I went and worked out. I came back to my house about 2 hours later. I washed my body. I picked collard greens. I picked the onions and everything on my garden. I put a pot of collard greens on. Then I got dressed, and I didn't cook naked, but I was... Okay, anyways, I got dressed, and I went to the Laugh Factory, and I served food to the homeless, over almost 3,000 people all day long. I served. Then I left from there, went back to my house, got the pot of collard greens, got 2 turkeys, and I took them over to my auntie house. We went over to my family house, and I was there with them, ducking and dodging, trying not to give out too much money. And then I got a call from one of my rich friends that said they didn't have no food because they ended up firing the chef or whatever. And I saw this as an opportunity to get into another movie. So. So I told them, oh, yeah, I got some. They asked me if I had any leftover food because they know I cook very well. And I said, yes, I do have some leftovers. If you want, I can bring them by. And now I've learned a valuable lesson. I should have sent it in an Uber or sent someone else to take it there. But I wanted to take it there myself because I felt like there was opportunity to talk business. So I went, and I did have a drink, okay? And I was very sleepy. And I have a Tesla, and the Tesla drives itself.
Is this...
And the way the Tesla is set up, if you start to get drowsy or like, you know, your eyes are closed too long, your head bobbing, or you're not like moving or anything, it will pull over and park the car in such a way to get you help because it thinks that you may have had a seizure, you might have died or something like that.
Is that true?
So it saved my life.
Wow.
Now, I'm not sure if that's true, but from what I read, and from my court case, that's true.
That's it, right. That was your defense, yes. In the eyes of the law.
But I blew a .03. They took me to jail, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I ever commit a crime, ever in life, if I decide to commit one, I'm only doing it in Beverly Hills. I'm sorry, Beverly Hills, I gotta tell them.
Why?
Most beautiful police station I ever been in my life.
Really?
Baby, I've been in jail cells.
How nice.
I have been to jail many times. I've been to jail many times in my youth, okay, in my youth. And it's always crummy, always horrible. But in Beverly Hills, honey, they put me in my jail cell. I said, oh, this is nice. Look at this. It's clean. The toilets are clean. The water from the sink, sparkling water. Come on now. Have you been to that jail?
Not yet.
Okay, you gotta go. I'm telling you, it's nice. It's nice in there. The police are so respectful. And they had a call button in there. And this is how you know it's really fancy. You know they getting funded. Okay, the police are getting funded there because the toilet paper, I don't know what it was made of. I think it's made of like organic rice paper. Because as soon as any moisture hits it, it just disintegrates.
Ah, yeah.
And my cycle had started while I was in there.
Boy,
And anybody that knows anything about cycle, because we still young, Ruth, it's been a long time for you, but young people know. And I have really bad endometriosis, so I didn't have none of my supplies, and I'm like, oh no, and this toilet paper is not doing what toilet paper need to be doing, right? It's not Charmin, okay? It's not absorbent. And so I look up and I saw that there was a call button. I'm like, oh my goodness, a call button in a jail cell? Now, normally when you in jail and you wanna like get the police's attention, you gotta be like, officer, somebody dead in here, officer. And then like 30 minutes later, they show up, but not in Beverly Hills. No, in Beverly Hills, you just walk up to the call button, push the button, it makes this noise, and then all of a sudden the voice, yes, Miss Haddish, do you need help? I'm like, oh my goodness, it works, yes, girl. I need help. First of all, congratulations on being funded. Y'all, police station is nice, very nice. I might think about moving into the community. They said, you can't do that. And then I said, okay, I didn't want to no ways. And then I was like, look, I'm having an issue here. Do you have any sanitary napkins? And she was like, yes. And then when I tell you, they brought me the biggest maxi pad I ever seen in my whole entire life. This thing went from the top of my belly button all the way to my bra strap. So comfortable, so fluffy. And Jimmy, here go the worst part, Jimmy. This is the worst part. I was wearing a thong, so it looked like a pillow and a rope. It was hilarious.
You got to write a children's book, too. I mean, that would make a wonderful story.
Hey, I just figured figured I'd talk about some of these women's issues. We womaning up.
Well, listen, it's a reality. Whatever.
It's real life. I can't wait till men start their cycles. Check out this book, I Curse You With Joy.
I Curse You With Joy. Tiffany Haddish, everybody. Thank you, Tiffany. We'll be back with Carrie Ann Moss.